to my channel. In today's video, we will be designing a responsive product registration page using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Bootstrap. So this page will allow the seller to add new products to our system with sections for category, brand, model, pricing, delivery and images. So we are focusing on the design and the structure. So you will learn how to use the Bootstrap grid, forms and responsive design techniques step by step. So let's get started. So here's our basic addProduct.php file. We start with the standard HTML5 structure, doc.html, and the head section. Inside that we have our Bootstrap CSS, Bootstrap icons and our custom style.css files linked to this. We also set the viewport meta tag to make the layout responsive on mobile devices, and finally we set the title as Add Product eShop and favicon using our project logo. Okay, so in the body we have a main Bootstrap container that says div class container fluid and div class row GY3. So here the container fluid makes the layout full width and GY3 adds vertical spacing between rows. Inside that we will be placing our design elements, the headings, form fields and sections. Next we add a centered title for our form using Bootstrap text utilities. So as you can see in this line, I have added a div class that says column 12 and the text center, and inside a heading tag h2. I have given a class h2 text primary fw bold that says add new product, and I have closed on the tag. So this gives us a bold blue heading that looks clean and centered. Okay, now we will move on to the category, brand and model selection. First we will start with our first row, category, brand and model. That means 3 drop downs side by side. So we create 3 equal columns like this, and inside a div we have div class column 12 column large for border end border success. So that means on large screens, each takes 1/3 of the width, column large for, and on smaller devices they stack vertically, that means column 12. So then we have added a border end and a border success for a green divider line between sections. Then for each we have added a label, then added a select drop down, and then we have populated it using PHP later. So this pattern repeats for category, brand and model. Okay, so next we will create a section for entering the product title. So we will use a label and a centered input field. Inside a div we have given a class offset 0, offset large to column 12 and column large 8, and inside an input I have given a type text and a class form control and the ID title. So the offset helps keep it centered on large screens, while on mobile it takes full width. So the Bootstrap's form control class makes it automatically styled with padding and rounded corners. So this section has 3 columns again: product condition, brand new or used, the color selection, and quantity input. So each column is column 12, column large 4, so they are stacked on small screens and side by side on large ones. For the condition, we will use Bootstrap radio buttons for selecting brand new and used. And for the color, we will use a drop down with the available colors and also a small input field with plus add button, allowing the seller to add new colors. And then for quantity, this numeric input will let users type or click up down to select how many items they have. Next up, we will create a row with 2 halves, one for cost per item and the other showing accepted payment methods. For cost, we will use the Bootstrap's input group to neatly attach currency labels before and after the text view. So this looks very professional and consistent. Okay, then for our payment methods, we are using custom CSS classes like .pem1, .pem2, .pem3 and .pem4. So each representing an image, each representing the images as Visa and the MasterCard and American Express and PayPal. So the styling comes from our style.css file. Now we will move on to the delivery costs. So here we have 2 columns again, one for within the Colombo and the other for out of Colombo. So each uses the same input group structure with rupees, and we will use a small Bootstrap offsets to make the layout perfectly aligned with labels on one side and input fields on the other. This section teaches us how to use border end and grid columns to keep spacing consistent even in complex forms. After that, we have the product description. So over here we have a text area. So this allows multi-line text input with automatic Bootstrap styling, full width, responsive and nicely padded. And now we will move on to the image upload section. So here we have created 3 image boxes side by side, each with a border and round corners. So in here in a div, I have given a class, within that a column for border primary rounded, and I have given the image source as resource add product image dot svg, and then given a class image fluid and a style with 250 pixels, and I have given IDs for the 3 images, I0, I1 and I2. So in here each box displays a placeholder image initially. Below that we have a hidden file input and a visible label styled as a button. So over here in this line inside input, I have given the type file, then the class dnone and the multiple ID as image uploader. So finally at the bottom we will add a short notice and the save button. As you can see, I have given in a div tag, and then a big green button in the center, the button class BTN success, and save product. So the Bootstrap's grid and offset classes help keep it centered and full width on mobile. Okay, now let me show you the add product page design. So as you can see in the header, I have my add product button. As you click on it, you will be redirected to the add new product page. So over here in the header, I have given the hi message with the first name and the sign out and the help contact and sell, and here the drop down menu for my eShop. And as you can see, for the first columns I have given the select product category. You can select the categories over here from the drop down menu, and the same goes for the select product band and select product module. And after that we have text area where you can add a title to my product, and then we have the select product condition, brand new or used, and then we have the select product color where you can select the color from the drop down menu. And also we have added add product quantity where you can select the how much quantity you want by these up and down arrows. And after that we have the cost per item where you can add the price for the item, and we have the approved payment methods and the delivery cost, how much it is within Colombo and how much it is out of Colombo. And again in a text area I have given the product description, and here I have given the add product images where you can upload the images, and here the notice, and here finally we have the save product button where you can save the product over here. And that's it. We have successfully designed a fully responsive product registration page using Bootstrap's grid system, form controls, and a bit of custom CSS for visuals. So everything automatically adjusts to different screen sizes, mobile, tablet, or desktop. So see you in the next video, and thank you.